soon as he unloaded.
What it do? It's your boy DJ Nova Fresh, and this is Lightning Strike Podcast. And you know, as usual, Mr. Powder Blue everywhere. And I'm here with the main man on the ones and twos and threes and fours.
What's good?
Yep.
What's good?
What's the
DJ.
most turntables you ever
Hey, Brodie. Lightning
Oh,
Strike
my bad.
Podcast.
Oh my bad. What's the most turntables you ever mixed on at one time? It was
So the modern controllers allow you to do 4 at once.
4 channels coming.
So yeah,
That's a lot.
4. Yeah, it's
Channel mixer.
it's a lot going on. Yeah, it's 4-channel mixer, so you can have them all going at once and just get to mixing and matching. It's a lot though. I probably
It is.
rarely dive into that little field or whatever. Forget the joints is playing, crossing back over. It's a lot.
But as always, man, this episode of Lightning Strike is brought to you by the Morning Cup Coffee, the freshest, most delicious coffee you'll ever taste. Is organic, fair trade, and fresh roasted to order just for you. Plus, they offer free shipping straight to your door. Start your day right. Visit www.tcupodcast.com and grab your bag of Morning Cup Coffee today.
Delicioso.
Today. Also, while you're at it, visit our merch store, www.lsboat, with an S, boat, with an S, 15.com.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Grab you
indeed.
something. Get you something.
Got some nice swag.
A little swagger.
Hell yeah, Dro. We better go after Myles Garrett. Shit,
boys, they didn't let the show get started. We already
know.
just
I see that. I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah,
They
Dro.
let the show
Shit.
get started. We already in it.
They got no other choice but to go after Myles Garrett. Like I don't want no other team to heavily pursue him. But knowing what Cleveland be trying to ask in return for a player, yeah. Because like what Mac got, like they traded the house for Mac, right? Chicago gave up so many draft picks for Mac. So I'm not willing to sell the whole future of the franchise down.
Not for one player.
Not for one player when we got
So
something.
let's not repeat history. So
Now, if we was loaded, if we had a whole bunch of young talent already loaded in places, then yeah, you could probably forego. But to give up the whole house for Miles, no. Hell of a player. I think hopefully we can work some deals. I probably wouldn't give up no more than the 3rd round right now because we really need our picks because we got other positions to fill.
Yes, we do. That's mandatory.
If we could trade
Gotta be filled.
Bosa, because if we trade Bosa and they cut him, they save money. You know what I'm saying?
But we got time. Let's get into.
Yeah.
We gonna come back to that topic. We got time and actually got it on the docket. So
Let's talk about it, man. Like I just gotta talk that Baker versus Bear scenario really touched the nerve with me.
it struck a mean one with you, bro.
Yeah, man. Like
Dude
I'm
was
sitting here
talking crazy.
talking greasy, bro. Talking greasy. Like Jay Herbo is just not a elite quarterback. Like not in that status. Like
Yeah,
people
for sure.
really said they would take the Baker over Justin Herbert. People really said that.
Shout out what was it, like Frosted Tips _ something on TikTok, who called in with that tape.
Yeah.
Said
So,
the people at his hotel said is his coworkers.
I just want to say, and I'm gonna just read the stats. Baker played 106 games. Justin 79. So that's a 2-year head start he got on Justin. He has a career 63.5% completion. Baker. Justin has a 66.5 career completion record due to Quentin Johnson. Passing yards. Baker has 24,832 passing yards. Justin Herbert has 21,093 passing yards. And Baker basically has 1 season of passing yards, and he has a 2-year head start on Justin. Justin probably would have caught him these last 2 years had he had solid receiver play.
I would make the argument that he would have caught him this year if you knew who any other Chargers receivers were.
Yeah.
If you wasn't a Chargers fan and could name any Chargers receiver, he probably would have caught him this year.
Yeah. Passing yards average 7.3 for Baker, 7.2 for Justin. Passing yards per game, Baker has 234 yards, Justin 267. Passing TDs, Baker has 171, Justin has 137. Interception, Baker has thrown 90, Justin 45. So I really don't even need to make this argument because
But bro, he was in the MVP talks.
Yeah, cause Matt, yes, you can call in. Give him the number to call in, Brodie.
9-3. I'll let us 9-3 call in. Chill, Myles, hit the line, man, and we'll talk about it. Again, if you're listening out there, tap in with us 213-433-7793 Lightning Strike Podcast. We are discussing interesting take of Justin Herbert versus Baker Mayfield.
It's just the fact that I gotta explain that, right? I gotta sit up here and go to the stats when you can't just use your eyeballs and see with your eyeballs. You know, people go revert back to stats and they don't revert to gameplay.
Yo, Lightning Strike Podcast. What's going on? We got somebody on TikTok.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up.
So, first of all, I kind of just wanted to say something. I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on it. I have a weird feeling that the Chargers will make a push for Myles Garrett. I think he would fit that team. I don't know how much money he wants, like if it would be too much cap-wise.
No.
Do you know, around where you guys sit with cap space?
We're sitting at 76.
About 70 something.
Yeah,
70 plus.
Y'all could afford him.
Yeah.
I think he wants to go to a team that's going to give him a chance to, have a deep playoff run. And I think the Chargers, it's a good fit because y'all sorted out a lot of offensive issues this year. Ladd McConkey was excellent. Herbert was excellent, in my opinion. I think, defensively, an elite edge rusher would really boost, the overall team, and I think it would really help y'all in some, win categories and winning extra games.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely it would.
Dope.
He's a definite upgrade to the defense. Instant success for the defense. We have the cap space. We got some trade back value. We can trade Bosa, and that'll free up almost 20-something million for the cap. The Browns, taking on his contract because they can cut him. They can either cut him or keep him because he's a $34 million hit if we keep him. If we don't cut him before June 1st. They get some value back in the player that they either can keep or cut. So it's just a matter of making the numbers work and not giving up too much for Myles because we do need the draft picks. We can't give up the draft capital because we have a lot of spaces that we got to fill and a lot of depth to add.
This is true.
To our team. So that's why I don't want to give up too much for him. If we could get him on a nice deal, maybe trade Myles Garrett, Gus Edwards, and Quentin Johnson for him. I mean, Bosa, Quentin Johnson, and Gus Edwards for him. I would be down for that.
Yeah, no, the second I seen him request that trade earlier today, I kind of was just thinking of what teams needs him, one, and I mean it's clear that he wants to go to a team that is either really good at the moment. I was also thinking the Ravens. I know the Ravens have they have minimum cap space. I don't think they have too much, but the Chargers just came into my head because they're a team that had a good regular season. They played well, and in the end, I mean, if a player like Myles Garrett wants to go and win a ring, I think it's a young team. Herbert's young, McConkey, they have a powerful offense, and I think if he wants to go make a deep playoff run and not go to a team like, let's say, the Chiefs, who are, of course, they're going to be another top team next year, but wants to go to a team where maybe he can have a huge impact on, success, I think that the Chargers would be a great team.
Yeah, he definitely would. I think it's it's 9 teams that can afford him, but 3 real contenders that can afford him right away. and that would be the Chargers, the Commanders, and the Lions. Those are like the three teams that can that gives him what he's looking for, the ability to contend for Super Bowl, and they have the cap space necessary to absorb his contract and possibly re-sign him to another, because he has 2 years left on this deal, and I think he's a cap hit of like $26 million, something like that, somewhere in that number. He has a base salary of 1.5, and the rest is like in bonuses and stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. But with the Baker Mayfield Herbert thing, I agree. I think Herbert's the better quarterback. I think if I was, let's say I was making a brand new team, I would rather take I'd rather take Justin Herbert over Mayfield. I think Herbert, if he's put into, once he kind of gels in, but like once, this offense really comes together, which they really did towards the end of the season, like, y'all put up, what was it, almost 50 points on the Patriots. I know their defense isn't terrible necessarily. And
still
like
NFL team out there.
They have a young team. I mean, Herbert had a really good passing game, and they have Christian Gonzalez, who I think, especially next season, is really going to excel. And I think Mayfield, like with Godwin, the first 7-8 weeks, Mayfield had really good stats, but at the same time, Chris Godwin was getting 14-15 receptions a game. He was putting up in amazing numbers, and they had a really good offense formed around him. And then once Evans and Godwin kind of missed, I mean, it just turned to Bucky Irving, which I'm not going to blame him. Of course, you're not going to pass when you're missing 2 wide receivers in a game, but I think like he's a quarterback that Mayfield's really good, but I think he can't do a lot of it on his own.
No.
Where even last year when the Chargers, Keenan Allen was good, but he wasn't, outstanding, and Herbert still had a really good year. It was a down year compared to this year. This year he's been really good, and I think on paper coming into the year, it didn't look like y'all would have as good of an offense. But McConkey, obviously, that was a great draft pick.
I mean, still a hell of a.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably one of the better. I mean, he was second round, I believe.
You flipped the second round.
That's an amazing.
From the Patriots. You flipped the pick from the Patriots because they
Final
moved up.
thoughts?
They gave move up. So, but yeah, most definitely, Baker has the best receivers, hands down. Justin Herbert is doing what he can. He has his best receiver is a young player. Definitely.
Who you a fan of, Casman?
I am a Patriots fan.
For sure. Well, we appreciate the J Herbo love, for sure.
Yeah, no, I like him. I've always liked him. My cousins are big Oregon fans, so
Okay.
love him. I've always kind of appreciated. I think his game. I like the way he plays. And when Dobbins got injured, I believe against the Rams,
Baltimore.
was it? Yeah, Baltimore. That's who it was. I think Herbert, even those couple weeks without Dobbins, had some really good games. Which
The Denver game in particular.
And like when you're, especially Dobbins, who's having a good year, when he gets hurt and takes away, obviously Edwards had solid games as well during that stretch. Like when you take away a huge pack of the offense, sometimes the quarterback doesn't step up because they think there's like a missing piece of the puzzle, where I think Herbert really stepped up. Like you said in that Denver game, I mean, that was a really important game, number one, just for kind of wins, playoffs, divisional game. And he stepped up and was ultimately probably one of the bigger factors in y'all winning that game.
Yes, sir.
Well, definitely. I appreciate you dropping the dimes and showing love to Herbert, man, because a lot of people are just saying that he's an internet quarterback. I don't know where they get that from, because obviously they don't watch the football games. And they would understand.
Which I don't understand. Like, there's really, why would you hate on the guy? It's not like he's an asshole outside of football. He's always respectful of everything, and he's a good quarterback, and he has a fun play style. Like, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate you calling in, bro.
Thank you.
Yep. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from a non-biased source. He came in and dropped some truth and showed some love to Herbert, bro. Like, real recognize real. That's all I gotta say.
From a Patriots fan.
And there's no knock against Baker, right? Baker had a great year. He threw like 4,000 yards, 41 touchdowns. But he also has the better receiving core.
Got Mike Evans.
Yeah, he got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
He got some hellified receiver. He got Hall of Fame receiver in Mike Evans for sure.
Definitely.
But like I say, at the end of the day got to end. And that's my final thoughts.
Yeah, Glow.
Jay Herbo is the man. He's a top 5 quarterback. You cannot hate the man. The man plays ball. Once he gets his pieces in place, 5,000 yards is just going to be ripping them. That's just going to be for sport.
Easy money.
For sport. All right. What you got on the recharge?
Recharge.
Yes, sir.
What are we recharging?
We need to go get Myles Garrett.
What are
We got to do.
I guess since we didn't already kind of jumped out there a little bit, like I said, I knew that was going to be a hot topic today because
most definitely,
we couldn't even get all the way into logged in, and everybody want to get some
because we talked about it on the show. We was like, all right,
yeah, like that's the crazy part.
The GM come out and say, oh, we ain't trading him. Just stop talking to me about it. And we said,
smoking mirrors.
What you gonna do when he comes in there? He looks at this squad and he says, y'all ain't even got a quarterback. Well, y'all got Deshaun Watson. He's hurt, but you got no other quarterback on the roster. Winston's a free agent. He's a free agent.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So
you have nothing set in stone. That man is running out of time. His career is ticking down. Do you want to go into the Hall of Fame being on a losing team, having only made the playoffs, twice in his whole career or once?
Mm-hmm.
Twice. I think it's twice. In his whole career, like, he doesn't deserve that. And this man is playing 16 to 17 games a year. It's not like he's quitting. It's not like he's not putting on for his team and doing what he has to do on the football field. Fastest, one of the 4 fastest guys to 100 sacks, something like that.
Yeah,
crazy.
Dro say, Dro _P325 says, would you guys like Deebo Samuel?
Nah, the price too high.
I don't care if it was the price. I'm not a Deebo some fan. Real Deebo tendencies, man.
And I think the allure of Deebo is gone. I think the allure of Deebo has worn off.
Additionally, he always hurt. If you're a fantasy player, then you know this to be true. Like, you draft Deebo really high, and my boy, week 2 on the bench.
We got a mini possible Deebo on a team, and Darius Davis, somebody that you can give some wide receiver screens to that can make some moves and go to the house.
Yeah, you just gotta, I think, broaden the playbook for my boy Darius Davis for sure. But
for sure. I hope Drake may live up to the hype as well, man.
Yeah,
they got a lot to build. Y'all got some decent young receivers. They got some decent young receivers.
Yeah,
you just got to get back to the Patriot football. But for the recharge, bro.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like Deebo Samuel. I love Myles Garrett, but also I am also a realist. We cannot give up the house for him.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys just joining us, Lightning Strike podcast, call in 213-433-7793. Casey Thomas, call in, bro. 213-433-7793.
If Herbo gets his weapons, we got 3 years to win the chip.
We taping or we're streaming. So call in, so we can punch you in.
Casey wants to punch in.
Yeah, I know. So call in 213-433-7793. We'll punch you in.
Joe Cooper Cup, he has a $26 million cap hit. I'll leave Cooper Cup right where he's at. He got 26 million.
Issues.
Yeah, he got 26 million and he's only playing like 8 games.
Casey say when he call it, why you figure that out. Just to get everybody up to speed, our recharge segment of the pod today. We're talking about Cleveland Browns star edge rusher Myles Garrett posted his official trade request on social media on Monday morning. Garrett's post effectively said he's tired of losing and wants to go to a team that has a better chance to compete for a Super Bowl than the Browns, where he has spent the first 8 years of his NFL career. Garrett, 29, one of the best players in the entire league, regardless of position. He finished the season 14.5 sacks, 6th in pass rush win rate with 21.5% this season. So
call in. Casey, call in now.
My man requested an official trade, and we all about trying to get him over here in Los Angeles, the Charger way.
And we got some stiff competition, though.
Yeah, we just not trying to give up the house for him.
We got some stiff competition that's going to be with Detroit and the Commanders for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Those teams proving that they're ready now. They got the pieces now. So it'll be a matter of he wants to go to those cities and play.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, who wouldn't want to come to LA? Luka did. Nah, Luka ain't had no choice.
Chill. JD says, T. Higgins, please. I don't want DK. He's a diva like Debo.
You think so? I don't think DK is a diva. He plays 17 games. I've never seen him whine.
I mean, he has. Like, yeah, I have seen him. Like, again, we talked about this on the show too. But I mean,
Gino, though.
Yeah, Gino, and then in addition to Smith and Jigba, you know, then kind of took his reps. He really established himself as probably the number one over there this year. You know,
I like DK because he does everything for you. He blocks, catches, he plays aggressive, plays with passion. He's a bully, so I like it. I like him. As with anything, man, I just want to be careful of what we give up for people. You know, I'm willing to give up Quentin Johnson, Bosa, Gus Edwards, Trey Pipkins. I'm willing to give those guys up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of our young defensive talent, I'm not willing to give up for trades because they're cheap and they're in-house built. You know, you're always taking a risk when you bring a free agent in, because they might not perform as well as they did at the previous place because it's built around them.
Yeah,
it's built for their success. So you're in that system. Who do we want to see? I want to see the travel. I want to see them draft, to be honest, Tyler Warren, Booker, Alabama, maybe Jackson out of Ohio State.
My man, all-star lineup.
Hell yeah.
He's like, draft
maybe
them all.
even Loveland, the tight end from Michigan. Maybe even him. But I want to see us draft. The tight ends are probably the best hands in this draft, the early part. The receivers are late. You probably can get some receivers around the fourth round, but you really need to load up on the offensive line side of the ball because it's deep. It's deep with tackles. It's deep with tackles, which is going to push the guard play down. A lot of guards into the second round, which is good for us. So,
oh man, say 81 needs to be banned from LA after that game against Houston.
Man, I put him on the plane with you, bro. Nah, let me stop. I might run into him.
Y'all come up here.
I might run into my man, bro.
Y'all come up here every weekend or every day on the same.
I might run into my mans, bro. Like, he might want to come on the show, man. Like, QJ, man, I don't know, man. I'm going to ask him about his hands if I see him. Like, he might throw some hands at me. Say, let's see if you can catch these hands.
Yeah, for real. Rated E for everybody. Like, oh, dang.
Right, JD? Put him on the plane. Wait, yeah, he is. And that's the thing. You not down with Warren overall happy? You not down with Warren? Man, did you see Warren? Warren over Loveland.
Here we go.
It's three tight ends in the draft. Warren is 1, Loveland's 2, Taylor is 3 from LSU.
Now he said if we don't get Warren.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Woo.
Yeah, got my boy tight.
I know. But if we don't get either and we end up, then we go with Booker, which I think we can still get in the second round, or Jackson.
Yeah.
I think we go and get, if we get a guard in the first round, I think we get Mason Taylor in the second round then for tight ends. We lose the ability to block with him, though. He's decent blocking, but he's not like a Warren or Loveland where they could do both.
Mm-hmm. Say, can we get my boy Joe Aldis Flowers?
Man, we talk about Big Joe.
Yeah, we do. Over here, we done gave Joe.
Man, Big Joe and his pancakes, bro. It was that one block. I think they was playing Denver, and he had 2 players at one time. Just 2. He blocking 2 players. I'm just like, bro, you don't. Man, that's hard to come by. That was
he tough for sure.
A great pick.
Underrated draft pick for us. Instant return on investment.
Hall of Fame career here. He's gonna be here for 18 years.
Cornerstone of the franchise. All that. Big Joe Alt.
Yeah, Joe is hands down a cornerstone. Him and Slater, Big Slater, all pro Slater.
I'm gonna let my boy Casey get some because you wasn't able to get him on what you call him.
No, I didn't get the phone call.
I'm gonna get him right on TikTok.
But most definitely, Joe Alt is a monster. He is a pancake master.
Casey, what's good, man? Lightning Strike Podcast. What's happening?
Oh, I got it. My bad.
Hold on, we about to get you punched in. Get you right.
There you go. What up,
What's good,
Casey?
bro?
What's going on with y'all, man?
Nothing
Okay,
much. How you
call it.
doing, bro?
Man, I just wanted to tell y'all, man, I like what y'all doing on here, man. It's hard to find some good.
Hey, you're.
Y'all giving good content, man, especially the Chargers content.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that. A million.
And it's definitely even better to see two brothers doing it. You feel me?
Oh, for
Man,
sure.
talk
man.
that.
We got-
Watch out, man.
Wait till you see us in Electric Avenue.
Yeah, watch
Okay, so y'all
out,
shouting
man.
it out in L.A.? Okay, that's what's up. I went to that Thursday night game. I live in Seattle. I went to that Thursday night game against the Chiefs, bro. I tell you what, the best thing we ever did was get rid of Mike Davis.
My boy was out there getting cooked, wasn't he?
Bro, he's barbecue chicken every night, bro. It got
Little
so
boy
damn
getting
right.
cooked.
Messaged him on Instagram, bro.
Damn.
He actually replied. He actually took what he's out of his day to reply.
What did he say? My bad.
No, he said, this is what he said. He said, it wasn't even my fault for real. I said, brother, you don't know how to tackle. Come on now. It was that game where it was a Thursday night. I think Travis Kelce went down and scored that game-winning touchdown 2 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I was just like,
Yeah.
My God,
What are we doing on the outside, bro? I feel like our corner. I mean, this year we kind of hit on Tarheeb and Cam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I tell you what, bro, it's really hard to see what we do against the pass. I mean, especially when we get in them big games, those big games, bro. We just seem to crumble out there, man, every time.
I think.
How you feeling about Asante Samuel Jr.?
I think he's way better in the slot. If we can keep him in the slot,
We ain't gonna pay him slot money though.
for surely not. But I just like him inside. He's too small, bro. I like him. He got to play with good heart, good instinct. He tracked the ball well. He actually catch the ball with his hands, which is hard for a DB to do. But I like him in the slot, especially with the young corners we got now. I think Fulton overrated. I don't think he should be back.
I think he turned out good once he learned his role. I think he fits the system. He got better. He like from the first 6 games to the last back half of the games, it was like night and day with him. And he's a great tackler. That's what he brings, really, his ability to make open field tackles, those solo tackles. And that's like a rarity to come by with a lot of cornerbacks.
I mean, same with Molden. We hit on Molden. So that was a sneaky pick.
Yeah. Well, we need depth at safety bad, man. Like that was our
Nas left, bro.
I think that's what happened a lot with our the hiccups in the secondary was the safety play, just the revolving door of safety that we had. We just we couldn't keep nobody healthy at the position. So
that boy Tony back there, he was doing his stuff too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you faded coming in low.
I'm sorry. I was saying the last 2 or 3 games that we played, bro. I am so over Joey Bosa, bro. I cannot stand Buddy, bro. I cannot stand him no more, bro. He's overhyped. The motherfucker never watched the ball. He always jumping off sides. Like, just the little things, bro.
His decline in play is so his cliff was so steep, like and fast.
Quick.
It's just like this last 2 years, if you look at him, you would think that he's like 35 or something.
Right, for sure.
Can't stay healthy, just not in the games, not effective in the games, in the pass rush. Doesn't get there, and then his issues with the like staying on sides.
Overall, happy hour said preach. If he's not healthy, he's offsides.
He's not lying.
Yeah, definitely. It's very few that embrace the culture like DJ, man. DJ is just all about the Chargers and all about making plays on the field. I hope he goes out of Charger. I hope we don't lose him. I hope we can give him some good money to stay here until his last days and he goes out. He doesn't go nowhere else.
And
goes
probably
out
just stay competitive. You know what I'm saying? That keeps it going.
Yeah, I definitely want to see him on the coaching staff after this, though.
He bring that edge.
Yeah, I definitely want to see him in a coaching uniform after, because just the way he play, he can cover, he can blitz, he can do it all.
Mm-hmm.
He can do it all.
And shut your tight end down.
Man, and pick him up and body slam him like a sack of potatoes. The only way he got stopped this year is they had to suspend him.
Yeah. Or which even those penalties, bro. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't even tackle nobody no more, bro. Because I mean, that's really how we all taught to play football. You come full speed, you blow somebody up. Like, that's really all he do. He lead with the shoulder. He never really lead with his head.
Exactly.
Always get them penalties, bro.
It's the violence of the way it look.
Yeah, for sure.
In real time.
It's very few safeties that hit like that. You get them every like 5 or so years, you get those like Byron Dawkins, Sean Taylor, Steve Atwater, Ronnie Lott,
Brian Clark.
yeah. You every so often, Ed Reed. Ed Reed was a big hitter, but he was more of a ball hawk than anything. But he could lay the boom.
For sure.
Yeah, Ed Reed was
That's why I like
Troy Polamalu.
Alohi, man. He a good ball hawk, bro. But his inconsistency with staying healthy.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it's hard, bro, because he gives me those type of vibes where he could really play all over the field and make some plays and ball hawk, but he just can't stay out there, bro.
I'm hoping to see more of him this year.
Braces, he got every brace you could ever.
He got a bubble,
bro.
He got a bubble. You need to put him in a bubble, definitely.
For sure.
So another thing I was going to talk to you guys about too. I don't want to take up too much of the spotlight from you. Man, I know we all love Herbie. I know we love him. We love him to death. Top 5. I'm with you. Before we get too excited about him, can we at least admit that we just need him? Now, this is just me being selfish, bro. Just because, like, I grew up watching Phil. I grew up watching Drew. I grew up watching all the Chargers quarterbacks, bro.
Pro Bowl
they really
field.
get that dog in them. And I feel like Herbert, he got a small dog in him, but he need to find that big dog, bro, and just really take it by the horns and just run it, like, and run the ship. Like, it seemed like right now, he reminded me of my quarterback in high school, that he liked to be the good guy. He don't want to be the bad guy. He gonna listen to the coach a little bit. Like, I need him to bring me some of that Josh Allen vibe, bro. I need a little bit more from the legs.
You want him to go off script?
A little bit, just a little bit, man. Improvise.
I can see what you're saying. In that Houston game, he stayed in the pocket trying to sell a pass when he should have just been breaking off runs because they was giving it to him.
So kind of to your point that Denver game was like a perfect example of that, right? Like we needed every last bit of him scrambling, leaving the pocket, extending the drives, getting that first down on third and whatever. And it just wasn't the case in the Houston game. So I'm with you on that.
And I thought that was going to be a cakewalk. I ain't going to lie. I knew they was going to be tough with Mixon and Nico. I knew that was going to be hard to stop. But, I mean, to really think that they didn't have the game plan on Nico Collins and for him to literally convert, I don't even know how many first downs he got for them boys.
Damn near everyone.
Bender, I see Nico. I'm playing. I'm like, bro, I'm on you. You ain't getting by me on me. Like, and no one was playing with that type of energy. Like, and I know that's not Herbie. That's not all on Herbie. But now, if the defense not doing it and letting this boy go off, I need Herbie to really step up and say, hey, bro, this is my shit. I'm running this.
But I think the key was they went in. I mean, it's kind of hard to defend Joe Mix, Schultz, and Nico at the same time. You got to pick which one you're going to do good at. And they were shutting down Joe, and then he was extending plays, and then he got Nico hot. He got Nico hot, and Nico just caught fire. And it was just like one of those things. Pick your poison.
You still got to try to spy CJ.
Yeah.
When all of that, even if you did all of that, you still got to spy CJ because he leaving the pocket.
Yep.
And he did.
And that's where the guys like Bosa should have stepped up with the pass rush. And yeah, that's another story.
Yeah,
all right, Casey.
All right. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all boys, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Tap in, bro.
Yep, always.
So we want to talk about some boat static, man. We got to talk about some LA business.
We'll go static first. So
we got to slide away from football for a moment, y'all, and address the elephant in the room. This is LA business. What you think about the Luka Doncic?
Man.
AD trade, man. What is your thoughts?
Stressed out.
I think that was like a shockwave across all sports to trade two players of that magnitude.
Overall happy hour saying, here we go. We're still a Chargers podcast, but you know, we like to keep it entertaining, keep it fun. So what do I think, man? Let me hit this yak.
Go ahead. Spit that yak, man.
Let me hit this yak. So as a fan, right? As a fan, I hate this trade. And I'm gonna tell you why. As a fan, I hate the trade.
Right.
So
okay.
We done got rid of the only real big man that we got, right? It was like we traded for two extremes. We lose AD, obviously, who's our defensive anchor. The only real person out there who night in, night out is playing defense, altering shots, getting rebounds, and the whole nine, right? We gain a supreme scorer in Luka. The problem with that is if y'all are a fan of basketball, you watch basketball at any level. This man, Luka, don't play defense to save his life. His defense
he don't
might
even
be
try.
worse. His defense is worse than D'Lo, and we sent D'Lo packing. And so on a night in, night out basis, we gotta hide Luka.
And LeBron.
Luka, you know what I'm saying? So Luka can't be on nobody's best guard in the West, in the East. On no night is he holding Shea, is he holding Steph? And not many people are holding these people, but this is what it is playing in the West. You know what I'm saying? Even if you went to go play your team again, you're not holding Kyrie. You're not holding Ja Morant. And we don't already have the perimeter defense that allows us to hide you. You know what I mean? AR on nights is suspect on defense. We got to figure out where he going. You still got De'Aaron Fox is in the West and where he's going. So, in addition to, overall, like Luka be hurt, like AD be hurt. So that's kind of a wash in what it is. So that's me, you know what I'm saying, the fan, right? The business side of it is I get what happened, right? You know what I mean? You're finding your next cornerstone piece for the Lakers organization for years to come, and how many ever years remaining on Bron and how long he continues to play, you use him to mentor Luka, hopefully through being a professional, hopefully through showing up every day, taking his conditioning, his health serious, and just being that brand ambassador for the Lakers. And you have that piece in the building now for probably at least the next 10 years. And the money that's going to come from the draw that's going to come from bringing all these European fans. We haven't really had, that type of player since Powell. That brings that European fan base to LA. Always been like a global brand, but like I'm promising you, like just watch how people, Europeans fans just start supporting.
I already seen it. I already seen Dallas fans are saying scoot over, because let me in the building. I got long. I seen people all on my Facebook saying, "Man, I guess I'm a Lakers fan." I thought I'd never say this. I'm a Lakers fan, and it happens, bro. I'm indifferent, man. I hate to say it, I'm indifferent. I see what we lost with AD, a healthy AD, a healthy AD, and I just hate do this to ourselves every year. Every time we finally gel and we finally get this team going, Rob thinks we have to get better. You blow up a championship team, and we got worse. And then the team starts to gel and you blow up the team again. And it's like, now I get it. You traded 31 for 25, like 31-year-old for 25-year-old. Future of the NBA, score. If Luka can get down to 215, between 215 and 225, he could probably play defense. I think his weight is keeping him from playing defense. Because that weighs on you. True. You can't play. Being that big as he is, I think he's like 230, 240. Being that big as he is, it's hard to play on both ends of the ball.
That stamina, that endurance.
Yeah, I think if he gets to 215, 225, I think it'd be a perfect weight size for him to play on both ends of the basketball. But
I hope so, man. Remains to be seen. Looking at
that was shocking.
Possibly first game being, I think, against Utah or something like that next week. So
Chargers don't make no trades like this. Charger. Unless we receiving Myles Garrett and you trade QJ, Gus Edwards, and Bosa to Cleveland.
You like don't follow suit.
Don't follow suit with no big names.
The Charger organization.
Because I would knock everything over if you
Justin Herbert traded. You got to knock everything over.
I'm knocking everything over if you get rid of Joe Alt, you get rid of Slater, you get rid of Joe DJ. Lad, I'm knocking everything over, bro. I'm knocking everything over. I'm going to the front office. Don't play with me.
No justification that you could tell me that I'm accepted.
Yeah. Send Drizzly, send QJ, send Pipkins, send Gus. We got a boatload of talent you can trade.
Yeah, for sure. But Y'all let us know in the comment section. I know we Chargers football, but let us know how y'all feel about this Luka.
That's LA business.
AD.
We had to speak on it.
We had to touch bases real quick. Real town business. So
let's talk about the both together, man.
bolted together. So if you haven't seen, I'll start it off a little different this time. If you haven't seen, tap in, make sure you support the petition for Boltman to become the official Chargers mascot. You can find it on our page. So make sure you hit that up. Boltman is at all the games, home and away, putting on for the Chargers as always. A great person, could use the support. We want to see it, so hopefully this makes it to where it needs to make it to, and he becomes the official mascot and gets to make his way to the field and represent for us, as well as he do already out in Pink Lot, in Electric Avenue, and all things in between. So make sure y'all support Boatman. Additionally, we have the Chargers signing event that will be going on March 1st from 12 to 5 at La Vida Cantina, Costa Mesa, California. We got 4 Chargers players to include soon-to-be Hall of Famer Antonio Gates. So make sure y'all come out. Boatman is going to be there. Lightning Strike Podcast is going to be there. 4 Chargers players is going to be there. La Vida Cantina, March 1st from 12 to 5, Costa Mesa, California. It's going to be an awesome time. Come out, autographs, pictures, engage. We'll be there streaming, going live, the whole 9. So interact with us, touch bases, bring everybody out.
We're going to find out on the 6th.
And afterwards, there's an after party also, same location. So after everything wraps up at 5 p.m., there will be an after party. So stick around and shit, turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like turn up with us. We'll be in the building. I'm gonna be turned. Come find me. We'll do a
3
shot.
days. In 3 days, we find out if Gates got the nod, which he should.
Yeah, it's got to be first ballot, bro. We got to knock everything over if he ain't. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got to knock it all over. So that's our bolted together, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got any supporter comments?
The support, man. Let's see. Let's see.
Hate this time.
Yeah, it's a lot. So we'll start with I got Richie Delgado 619 on TikTok. He say too many people hate on Justin Herbert. In Herbert's previous seasons, he balled out. It's hard for any QB to carry a team that gives up 30 plus points a game. He'll win some playoff games soon. Shout out to my boy Richie Delgado 619. Got Jeezy Weezy who says I'd take Baker over Herbert. Yeah, we gotta get rid of him. You ain't talking about nothing. He clearly ain't talking about nothing. John 2.5.2.5 said Baker was in MVP talk. Gotta get rid of him. He ain't talking about nothing. And so y'all kind of understand why we kind of had the segment today. Just talking about Justin Herbert versus Baker Mayfield, because everybody seems to, well, not everybody, but we got some people who seem to think that Baker's better than Justin, with no eye tests, no statistical analytical data to support, just hot takes. But that is what it is. And that is the supporter. Oh, we got one more. Ozzy, who says Chargers need to let Bosa go and pick up a new rush passer and pick up T. Higgins if he's not available. Trade for a solidified number 1. We 100% agree, my boy.
Concur. Because we don't have a solidified number 1 receiver right now.
It's
not
true.
No knock against Ladd. Ladd is not an X. Ladd is a great slot. Ladd is just great at what he does, right?
Mm-hmm. Very great at what he does, for sure.
Yeah, he's not a true number 1 receiver.
Yeah, most deaf. Most deaf.
But he gets it done.
Absolutely. So with that being said, that is all our supporter comments. You got anything to lead the people with? The good people?
Just appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Always like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Spotify, on Google, wherever you get your podcast. All our content is on there. shift over to our YouTube channel. Show our YouTube channel some love, please. Encourage y'all to hit us up over there as well. And we're on all the socials: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, X. We everywhere. So hit us up over there and show us some love. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You got
sir.
anything?
And we mean that there. Let us know what y'all want to talk about. If y'all got topics, Chargers related, obviously that's what we hear about, but we can tap into a few other things for a limited time. Again, call in 213-433-7793. Leave us a message. We're going to try to do a little technical support to figure out what's going on with the line, so you can call in on there. We like trying to get as many people on TikTok as possible, but we're trying to shift everybody to the phone line so we can talk to you on there, because we're actually streaming it on there, so as opposed to streaming on TikTok. Don't forget to stop by www.lsboats15.com. Check out the merch. Let us know what y'all think, and what you would like to see. Give us some ideas. And again, thank you for tapping in.
Thank you overall.
We live every day, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We on the West with it. So make sure y'all holler at us, and we be back tomorrow, same time. Get it.
And on that note, we out. Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.